श्री गुरवे नमः।
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 आचार्यं मां विजानीयान् नावमन्येत कैर्चित् नमर्त्य बुद्ध्या सूयेत सर्वदेवमयो गुरुः। हे परम प्रियतम,
हे परम प्रियतम,
पूर्णतम पुरुषोत्तम श्री कृष्ण,
पूर्णतम पुरुषोत्तम श्री कृष्ण,
तुमसे विमुख होने के कारण,
तुमसे विमुख होने के कारण
अनादि काल से हमने
अनादिकाल से हमने
अनंत दुख पाए
अनंतानंत दुख पाए
एवं पा रहे हैं।
एवं पा रहे हैं।
पाप करते करते
पाप करते करते अंतःकरण
इतना मलिन हो चुका है कि
इतना मलिन हो चुका है कि
रसिकों द्वारा यह जानने पर भी कि तुम अपनी भुजाओं को पसारे अपनी वात्सल्यमयी दृष्टि से हमारी प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हो। तुम्हारे शरण में नहीं आ पाता। हे अशरण शरण, तुम्हारी कृपा के बिना तुम्हें कोई जान भी तो नहीं सकता। ऐसी स्थिति में हे अकारण करुण पतित पावन श्री कृष्ण, तुम अपनी अहेतुकी कृपा से ही हमको अपना लो। हे करुणा सागर, हम भुक्ति मुक्ति आदि कुछ नहीं मांगते। हमें तो केवल तुम्हारे निष्काम प्रेम की ही एकमात्र चाह है। हे नाथ, अपने बिरद की ओर देखकर इस अधम को निराश ना करो। हे जीवन धन, अब बहुत हो चुका। अब तो तुम्हारे प्रेम के बिना यह जीवन मृत्यु से भी अधिक भयानक है। अतएव प्रेम भिक्षाम देहि, प्रेम भिक्षां देहि
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि। बोलिए साकेत बिहारी श्री राघवेंद्र सरकार की जय। वृंदावन विहारी श्री यादवेंद्र सरकार की जय। श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। वॉल्यूम हाई करो। इंद्रा आरती। जयति जगत गुरुवर की गाओ मिली आरती रसिक गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक गुरु पद नतमणि चंद्रिका प्रकाश जाके उर बसे ताके मोहत मनाश ताके मार नाच तब हाथ करे बास ताते होए माया मोह सब ही निराश आगे रति मत रति अमर की गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। हरि मन मूढ़ छाड़ नारी नर हाथ गुरु बिनु ब्रह्म श्याम न देखे साथ कोमल कृपालु बड़े कृपा सिंधु नाथ पाके ने आज दुआना तो सनाथ इनके अधीन कृपा इधर की गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। भक्ति योग रस अवतार अभिराम करे निगमागम समन्वय ललाम श्याम श्याम नाम रूप लीला गुण धाम काटी रहे प्रेम निष्काम बिनु नाम हो रही सफल काया नर की गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। लली लाल लीला का सलोना सुविलास छाया दिव्य दृष्टि विच प्रेम का प्रकाश वैसा ही विनोद वही मंजू मृदुहास करे बस वर बस उच्च अट्टहास झूमी चली चाल वही वर की गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। जयति जगत गुरुवर की गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। यस्य साक्षात् भगवती ज्ञानदीपप्रदे मर्त्या सद्धिः श्रुतं तस्य सर्वं कुञ्जरशं एष वै भगवान् साक्षात् साक्षात् प्रधान पुरुषेश्वरः योगेश्वरैर्विमृग्याभिर्लोकोऽयं मन्यते नरम्। बोलिए श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। लाडली लाल की जय। ममतामयी प्यारी प्यारी अम्मा की जय। भक्ति धाम मनगढ़ की जय। निकुंज विहारिणी अलबेली सरकार की जय। जय जय श्री राधे। जय जय श्री राधे। जय जय श्री राधे। पेपर्स कहाँ हैं? जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो।
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 प्रियतम प्यारो।
प्रियतम प्यारो।
प्रियतम प्यारो।
प्रियतम प्यारो।
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो।
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो।
जाको सतचित आनंद घन तन जाको
सतचित आनंद घन तन
जाको सतचित आनंद घन तन
जाको सतचित आनंद घन तन
सोई प्रियतम प्यारो,
प्रियतम प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो,
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन, सोई मम प्रियतम 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 प्यारो,
जाको देह दिव्य रस निरमित,
जाको देह दिव्य रस निर्मित,
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 सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन, सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन, सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
जो दे रसहु रसही ब्रज रासही,
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 सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
प्रियतम प्यारो,
प्रियतम प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो,
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन, सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन, सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
जय सिर मोर मुकुट की लटकनी,
जय सिर मोर मुकुट की लटकनी,
यही प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जेहि सिर लटकारी घुंघरारी
जेहि सिर लटकारी घुंघरारी
जेहि सिर लटकारी घुंघरारी
जेहि सिर लटकारी घुंघरारी
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जाके भाल तिलक कस्तूरी न
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 तिलक कस्तूरी न
तिलक कस्तूरी न
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जाके नैन सहज कजरारे
जाके नैन सहज कजरारे
जाके नैन सहज कजरारे
जाके नैन सहज कजरारे
सहज कजरारे
सहज कजरारे
जाके नैन सहज कजरारे
जाके नैन सहज कजरारे
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जाकी चितवनी झरत सुरति रस
जाकी चितवनी झरत सुरती रस
झरत सुरति रस
झरत सुरती रस
जाकी चितवनी झरत सुरति रस
प्यारो,
प्रियतम प्यारो,
प्रियतम प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो प्यारो,
जाके मधुर मधुर मृदु मुस्कानी,
जाकी मधुर मधुर मृदु मुस्कानी,
जाके मधुर मधुर मृदु मुस्कानी,
जाकी मधुर मधुर मृदु मुस्कानी,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
जाके कंद कामरी सोहते,
जाके कंध कामरी सोहती,
जाके कंद कामरी सोहते,
जाके कंध कामरी सोहती,
कामरी सोहते,
कामरी सोहती,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो,
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन, सोई मम प्रियतम 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 प्यारो,
जय गल भल बनमाल अलंकृत,
जेहि गल भल बनमाल अलंकृत,
जय गल भल बनमाल अलंकृत,
जेहि गल भल बनमाल अलंकृत,
बनमाल अलंकृत,
बनमाल अलंकृत,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
जाके काछने खुशी मुरलिका,
जाकी काछनी खुशी मुरलिका,
जाके काछने खुशी मुरलिका,
जाकी काछनी खुशी मुरलिका,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
प्यारो प्यारो
प्यारो प्यारो
प्यारो प्यारो
प्यारो प्यारो प्यारो
प्यारो प्यारो
प्यारो प्यारो
प्यारो प्यारो प्यारो
प्यारो प्यारो प्यारो
जेहि दो चरणन तल अरुणा रे
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 सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जाके गति गति गजहु लजावती
जाकी गति गति गजहु लजावती
गजहु लजावती
गजहु लजावती
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जाके गति गति लगजहु लजावती
जाकी गति गति गजहु लजावती
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
जो कृपालु प्रियतम जो कृपालु प्यारी हूँ प्रियतम
जो कृपालु प्यारी हूँ प्रियतम
जो कृपालु प्यारी हूँ प्रियतम
जो कृपालु प्यारी हूँ प्रियतम
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्यारो प्यारो 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 प्यारो
हमारो प्यारो
हमारो प्यारो
हमारो प्यारो
हमारो प्यारो
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन सोई मम प्रियतम 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 प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्रियतम प्यारो
प्यारो प्यारो 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 प्यारो
प्यारो हमारो प्यारो,
हमारो प्यारो,
हमारो प्यारो,
हमारो प्यारो,
हमारो प्यारो,
जोई जग जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन, सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो,
जोई नंद नंदन जगवंदन, सोई मम प्रियतम प्यारो.
Another pad of Milan Madhuri. दई हो आज ठगाए गई. It is behind this kirtan. A gopi who met Shyam Sundar for the first time, she is telling something to her most intimate friend. She is talking about the first meeting with Shyam Sundar. This gopi met Shyam Sundar for the first time in his entire life. Although she is very happy, extremely happy, but she is expressing her views to her intimate friend like something happened very bad in her life. And she is saying, Dai ho aaj thagaye gayi. In the slang language of Braj, she is saying, Hi Daiya. Like we say, oh my God, hey Bhagwan. In the same way, she is saying, Hey Bhagwan, oh God, aaj thagaye gayi. I am tricked by someone very badly. I am deceived very badly. Gopi is saying, the other Gopi, she knows what she is saying, but she says that what is new in that? All the material beings are deceived every day by each other. This is very common. Because we all want to attain happiness all the time, everywhere. We are searching only happiness. We want to attain it by hook or by crook. By lying, by serving someone, by praising someone, by torturing someone, in any way. We want to attain happiness. We are the part of happiness. God is happiness. And we are inseparable part of God. That's why it is our nature. That we try to deceive, to trick, to befool each other. That's not new. But the gopi, she is not an ordinary being. She is a gopi. She is the soul for who? Shyam Sundar, the Lord of the universe, came himself to give his love to her. So when she is saying, Aaj thagaye gayi, I am deceived today. My innumerable lives have gone already. And each life we were deceived like this. We have attained the form of the celestial gods and goddesses. We have been in for many times. And we have also become We have gone in lower species of life as well, like cat, dog, donkey, etc. But this is the first time when I am really deceived. I have attained human life also many times. I was never deceived like this as I did today. What happened? Sakhi say, you are just telling again and again, then I am deceived, I am deceived. What has happened that special you say that I remember my innumerable past lives. And I was never deceived like this as I was deceived today. So what happened? Tell me. The gopi says that I say that I am deceived very badly today because I lost everything. People deceive us to get something from us according to their need, according to their desire. But today what happened? That I lost everything. What did you lose today? She says, I lost my body. Yes, in each life, we lose this body. But we get the body again. Like that, this time as well, we have this body, and after some time, after certain time, we lose this body. But thereafter, we'll attain another body. Either we attain the body of goddesses in celestial abodes, or we will attain the bodies of the lower species like cat, dog, donkey, etc., or we will become a human being. But we, after that, immediately we will attain another body. But today, as I am deceived, I lost the body forever. It means I will never get this material body ever again. I lost it. Because after darshan and after meeting Shyam Sundar, we lose the material body forever. And the Jivatma remains in the divine abode of Golok with Shyam Sundar, with the divine body. There we get divine body. And we lost this mind as well, because this mind is also material. So after darshan of God, this mind has also gone forever. That is greater loss. Why? Because all the fruits of our actions, we perform three kinds of action: Kriyaman karma, Sanchit karma, and Prarabdha karma. Whatever we perform according to the atmosphere, according to the need of the time, that is called Kriyaman karma. According to the atmosphere, whatever we think, whatever we decide to do is called Kriyaman karma, which is totally depend on our wish. Like today, Kirtan is over here. You were given an information that one Kirtan is going on here. It was your decision. You decide to come here or not. So either you come or do not come, that is your Kriyamana karma. And according to your Kriyamana karma, you will get the result of your action. If you are, because coming to the Kirtan is neither a Sattvic guna or Rajas guna or Tamas guna. It is a greater action than all these three gunas of Maya. It is gunatit karma, because you are going to remember God. If you don't come here, you get involved in sattvic any action of sattvic guna, any action of tamas guna or rajas guna, then you will get the result accordingly. And then this is the grace of God, that He does not let us undergo the fruits of all the actions we perform day and night. Rather, they are collected. There is room in our heart, in our antahkaran, and they are getting collected over there. That is called sanchit karma. Whatever we do, either our action is mental or physical, we immediately get the result of that action. Immediately. But we do not undergo the result of the action immediately. There are very few actions, kriman karma, which we undergo right away. But most of the actions are collected. They are called sanchit karma. And when we attain the next life, then in our next life, out of all those sanchit karma, because we are performing action each and every moment, either it is physical or mental, all the time we are performing some action. So only in one day, there are so many actions we performed, and there are so many rewards of those actions. But we do not have to undergo the result of all those actions on the same day or in the same life. They are collected. So out of all those rewards of our actions, very few are selected by God to undergo in next life. Like in this life, we are undergoing only few selected fruits of action, which are called prarabdha. Some people call it fate or bhagya as well. There are very few which we have to undergo in this life. Still, there are lots of fruits of actions which we have to undergo in next lives. Some of them are the fruits of good actions, and some of them are the fruits of bad actions, which we have to gradually undergo. So, because we have spent innumerable lives before, that's why the fruits of our actions are also innumerable, which we have to undergo gradually in all the lives. So the Gopi is saying, because my mind has been taken away by someone, that's why all the fruits, I lost all the fruits of my actions too. So I lost the body, I lost the mind. How did it happen? Why did it? As I told you, because she knew that I know that that she lost everything. So she is telling this that aaj thagaye gayi. I am deceived very badly today. Who is that? And the Gopi said, I know. The Kala Chand, Shyam Sundar, who is deceiving everyone in this Braj. Everyone is attracted to Shyam Sundar. Probably you are talking about him, and you should not hide it from me. You are a very intimate friend of myself. That's why you tell me clearly that what happened, who deceived you. And the Gopi says that Gai Rahi Sakhi Kusum Sarovar. Yesterday I went to Kusum Sarovar. The Gopi says that I warned you that Shyam Sundar is a very dangerous person. So if you will see him once, then you cannot have control on your mind than what to say of your body. They lose everything immediately. Why did you go to meet him? I told you that never go to him. If you go to him, do not look at him. If you look at him, by the way, then never talk to him. And if you talk to him, if you have to talk to him, then keep your eyes downwards. Don't look at him. Other you will be trapped. Otherwise, you will be trapped. The gopi said that I am not that kind of person that once you saw a beautiful boy and you will be attracted. I have a very strong character. Even if I see the most beautiful boy, I cannot be attracted that fast like other gopis. My character is very strong. She used to say that. And then she says that Gai rahi sakhi kusum sarovar. Why did you go to Kusum Sarovar? What to do? Then she explained, she said, I usually go to Kusum Sarovar because Kusum Sarovar, it is a place in Govardhan, and this place is famous for most beautiful and fragrant flowers. There is a pond where when Shri Radha Rani was annoyed, that time Shri Krishna brought some flowers for Shri Radha Rani and he washed them in Kusum Sarovar. In Sarovar means pond, in that pond. That place is full of flowers. So if anybody wants flower for any puja or kirtan or for anything, everyone goes to Kusum Sarovar to take the flowers. So Gopi says that I also went to take the flowers. Why? There was no puja, no kirtan in your home. Then why did you go to take flower to Kusum Sarovar? For my own makeup. I wanted to decorate myself. I wanted to decorate my altar. That's why I went to take flower. Why did you go alone when you know that Jadugar, the magician Sri Krishna, can come anywhere? Then why did you go alone in Braj? This Braj is not a city where any lady can go alone now because of Shyam Sundar. Why did you go alone? I said, no, I didn't go alone. I remember everything what you said. So, Gai rahi sakhi kusum sarovar sangra sakhin kai. I had a folk of all the sakhis, there are many friends. We all went to take flowers over there. It's a big garden. So one sakhi went towards that side. Whoever liked which kind of flower, they went to the different kind of trees according to their own choice of flowers. So I also went towards another direction. So Sakhi, I remember what you said. I did not go alone. I did not try to see him. He was not in my mind also. Even then, he deceived me badly. Then what happened? She said, I will let you know. आज ठगाय गई दई हो
आज ठगाय
गई
दई हो
आज ठगाय गई दई हो
आज ठगाय
गई
दई हो
दई हो
दई हो
दई हो
दई हो
आज ठगाय गई दई हो सखी कुसुम सरोवर
गई रही सखी कुसुम सरोवर
गई रही सखी कुसुम सरोवर
गई रही सखी कुसुम सरोवर
संग रहा सखी न कई दई हो
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 आज ठगाय गई दई हो
आज ठगाया गई दई हो
So what happened over there when you went to pluck the flowers with lots of your friends? Then she is saying that when I went towards one bunch of the trees to get some flowers, so as soon as I went over there and I pulled one branch to get some flowers, all of a sudden Sri Krishna was hiding himself behind the same bunch of the flowers, and he jumped down. As soon as I touched the tree, he jumped. So all of a sudden, because I was thinking no one is here, because all my friends also went towards the different directions to get the flowers. Where I went, behind the creepers, behind the bunch of the flowers, he appeared and he just jumped in front of me. So when he jumped, I was very much startled. I was scared that what happened? How all of a sudden someone has come over here? Who has come here? Sakhi, I was very much scared when he jumped in front of me like this. Pragatyo aaya achanak chaliya. When somebody, even if you are walking in your room, you go in your room with the feeling that no one is in the home right now, and all of a sudden somebody comes in front of you, then you will also be scared who has come. Although it happens only for a second, but we get scared. So when she saw Shyam Sundar all of a sudden, then she was also very scared. So Pragatyo ay achanak chaliya latan kunj unai. He came, he appeared from the latan kunj, the kunj of the creepers of flowers. All of a sudden, I was very much scared. Then he said to me, relax. And I said, how did you come over here? Why? All of a sudden you are here. He said that, why are you so angry? Because the Sakhi was scolding him. You are lampat. Lampat means loafer. Well, the ladies are here, we are plucking the flowers, and you all of a sudden you came here among the ladies. Why? Then he said that, don't do this. Don't scold me. Don't use these bad words for me, because I came here to help you. Came here to help me over here? How? He said, Mote Sakhi. Mote kahi Sakhi, tuhi dekhan maiya mohi pathe. Your mother sent me here, because when you were not seen, my mother also went to visit your mother to your home, and all of a sudden, your mother said to me that I don't see my daughter for a long time. Go and see. If you know where they are, then go and see her and bring her with you. The gopis thought my mother never calls me like that. I often go to play or to take the flowers, etc. What happened to her today? Then Thakurji makes another story. He says, you know why she said today? What was the reason? Mori tori hoye sagai. Both the mothers were talking to each other that it will be very good pair of my daughter and your son Nandalal. So we should do engagement of both of them. So they were talking about our engagement. Your mother was talking about your engagement with me. That's why they told me only to bring you to home. That's why I'm here. Then the gopi says, when he said that the talk of my marriage is going on with him, then I was calmed down, and rather I was shy. I felt very shy also because he was going to be my husband now. He's going to be engaged with me. So I felt shy and I said, okay, if it is so, then I can go with you. So tori mori hoye sagai maiyan baat bhai. He said a lie like this, but I trusted him. I am so innocent. I thought when he is saying like that, maybe it is possible. So I went with him. After that, I was deceived very badly. What happened then? The Sakhi case, I will let you know. आज ठगाय गई हो
आज ठगाय गई हो
प्रकट्यो आय अचानक छलिया
प्रकट्यो आय अचानक छलिया
प्रकट्यो आय अचानक छलिया
प्रकट्यो
बोलिए
आय अचानक छलिया
लतन कुंज ऊनाई दई हो
लतन कुंज उनई गई हो
आज ठगा ये गई दई हो
आज ठगाया गई दई हो
मोते कही सखी तो ही देखन
मोती कही सखी तो ही देखन
मोते कही सखी तो ही देखन
मोती कही सखी तो ही देखन
मैया मोही पठई गई हो
आज ठगाया गई दई हो
मौत तोरी मोरी होय सगाई
तोरी मोरी होया सगाई
मैयन बात भई दई हो
मैयन बात भई दई हो
आज ठगाय गई दई हो
आज ठगाया गई दई हो
Saki, when he said that some talk of our engagement is going on between my mother and your mother, then she believed him. Probably it is true. And he said, immediately, let us go to home because they have to finalize everything they want to talk to you about, if you like it or not, etc. Whatever they have to talk to you, so let us go immediately. So she said that I did not tell anyone else also. I didn't inform my other friends also that I am leaving, and I started going with him. When I was coming, हाँ पतियाए गई सखी मगमा मोगर बाह दई. He was coming with me, and when he saw that nobody was there because all the Sakhis were left in the garden, then when he saw nobody was there, he embraced me. And I could not tell him anything because he was going to be my husband. He already said that we are going to get engagement with each other. So he embraced me. After that, he did not go to home. He embraced me. And because he was lying. He thought if you will go home, then everything will be revealed. Then before that, I finish everything before I reach home. That's why he embraced me. And after that, he said, Tata. He embraced me and then he said, you go your home, now I'm going my home. What happened to that? You said that they are talking about our engagement and this and that. Where are you going? We said, bye-bye. He went after that because she knew that if I will go home, then I will be caught. So Sakhi, although whatever he said to me was false, it was not true. But when he embraced me, he gave me so much bliss. He filled each and every pore of my body with so much bliss of love that I lost everything. I lost my body, my mind, everything forever. Lord Krishna says that aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shucha. Once you meet Shyam Sundar, after that, any fruit of any action is not left, and this body will also be taken away, and you will attain the Divya Sharir, Divya Gyan. Everything will be attained divine. And now I'm not able to do anything else except thinking about Shyam Sundar. I cannot do anything. All the time I am thinking only the bliss I attained when he embraced me. All the time I am thinking about his smile when he said, Radhe, Radhe, now I am going. I am thinking about the beauty of his peacock feathered crown and the pitambar and everything. I cannot remember anything at all. That's why I'm telling you, I am deceived today badly. First time. In innumerable lives. I remember now innumerable past lives, but this is the first time when I am really deceived by someone. हो पति आय गई सखी मग
हो पति आय गई सखी मगमा
मोगर बाहा दई दई हो
मोगर बाहा दई दई हो
दई हो
दई हो
दई हो
दई हो
आज ठगाय गई गई हो
आज ठगाया गई दई हो
बात कृपालु झूठ निकली पै
बात कृपालु झूठ निकली पे
तन मन लूटी लई दई हो
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 आज ठगा ये दई हो
आज ठगाया गई दई हो
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
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 राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे
राधे
राधे
श्री राधे राधे
ओ राधे राधे
राधे राधे
ओ राधे राधे
राधे
राधे
राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे गोविंद राधे राधे
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
छलियों के सरदार नंद कुमार की
जय।
Today, Indra wants me to speak something on Sharanagati. Although you all know much about the philosophy of Sharanagati, but still, we want to know, and we should know more about what is complete Sharanagati. We all want to be Sharanagat because we are practicing devotion, and devotion, the main thing, the essence of devotion is complete surrender. Without surrender, there is no bhakti. Bhakti means complete surrender. So, what is that complete surrender? Surrender means submission. Submission of what? We have senses, mind, and intellect. You can say we have body and mind, and we are the souls. Soul is akarta, it does not do anything. So we have two things, senses, you can say body, and mind. So what do we have to surrender? We have to surrender the mind, not the body. Why? Because mind is the main doer. In other words, we cannot perform any action whatsoever without the attachment of mind. If the mind is somewhere else, then you cannot perform any action. If you are having a glass in your hand and your mind goes somewhere else completely, your mind gets attached with something else, then you will leave the glass. You would not even know that you left the glass from your hand. It is dropped. You will not even realize it. You are sitting here, we are singing so loudly, but if your mind is somewhere else, you cannot hear even a word which is sung over here, or I am giving a speech. You cannot know what I am speaking over here. Because without the attachment of mind, the senses work. Like I'm speaking with the help of tongue, seeing with the help of eyes. But these eyes or tongue cannot do their respective work without the attachment of mind. If mind is not there, eyes cannot see. I cannot speak. Mind, attachment of mind is compulsory. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. Mind is the only doer, and that's why it is said that mind is the reason of liberation and mind is the reason of bondage. We are bound with the Maya, with the shackles of Maya. Why? Because of our mind. If we were liberated, if we realize God, why? Because of the mind. If mind is engaged in a right direction of God, then we can realize God very easily. But if the mind is directed to the material world where there is no trace of happiness, then we will attain the miseries of the world. And because our mind is attached to the material world, it is our firm determination that there is happiness in this world. Although we hear happiness means is God, God means happiness, God and happiness are the synonymous word. We hear, we know it very well, but we don't trust these words. We still have this kind of faith, this kind of trust that we will attain happiness only in the world. That is necessary. If you have to go to work and you have to go to satsang, you will choose work. And you will say, no, it was very important. Means satsang, being attached to God, is not that important for me as the material work, where we will get the material result. Probably because it is in our mind that this world will give us happiness. That's why we have to go towards that. First priority is given to the material chores. So we have to surrender our mind. This is what Lord Krishna said throughout in the Gita. When Lord Krishna was emphasizing on the surrender of mind again and again, and he was saying to Arjun to fight the battle, Arjun asked him that, tell me one thing. Karpanya doshopahata svabhava prichhami tvam dharma sammuna cheta yachreyam syan nishitam bruhitan me shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. No, I am so much bewildered, I cannot even think rightly. So now I consider you as my guru, and I am Shishyasteham Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam. I am completely surrendered, completely surrendered disciple of yourself. So Yat Shreyam Syat, what is best for me? Tan Bruhi, tell me about that. What should I do? Then Arjun, Lord Krishna said to Arjun, I'm telling you for such a long time that fight the battle. But he said, tell me, I'm ready to fight the battle. But what should I do for that? My mind is not ready. What is best for me? Then he says, best thing, if you cannot understand anything, best thing, mamekam sharanam braja. You have to surrender yourself completely unto me. Then Arjun said, I have told you before. Mamekam Sharanam Braj was told by Lord Krishna in 18th chapter. And Shishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam, I am your fully surrendered disciple, is said by Arjun in 2nd chapter. So Arjun said, did you forget it? I told you before that I am your surrendered disciple, and you are telling me now to surrender myself unto you. Lord Krishna said, no, I don't forget anything. I remember that you said that you are my shishya and you are surrendered. You said prapanna. Prapanna means totally surrender. Total surrender means surrender of mind, manasa, vacha, by words, and karmana, by body as well. Vacha means to say that I am surrendered to you. Like everybody says in the temples, we all go, and in all the temples, everybody says, Tvameva mata cha pita, tvameva bandhusya sakha, tvameva. You alone are my mother, you alone are my father, you alone are my brother, you are everything to me. You alone are everything to me. Ev. With each word, we are using ev. Tvam eva mata. Ev means only. But when you are reciting this shlok, tvam eva mata cha pita tvam eva, and somebody comes, you just recited half of it, and somebody comes, oh, your mother had a heart attack. She's very sick. Immediately you will leave the half shlok and you will run towards your home to see your mother. Where are you going now? I am going to see my mother. Which mother? You are singing right over here in front of God, Tvameva Mata. Only you are my mother. Which mother you are going to see now? Then you would say, oh, it's right that he is also my mother, but my mother, my real mother is in the home. Oh, so you are lying with Shyam Sundar? You are lying with God? Just saying, you know that your mother is in the home, then why were you lying in front of God saying that you alone are my mother? Why did you say that? So this is called Sharnagati, surrender of words only. And karmana. Karmana means you do pranam, lie down in front of the murti, the whole body, you do pranam with the whole body. You do pranam, you do arti, you do puja. That is the surrender of karma without attachment of mind. You're not remembering God. You are thinking about something else and doing puja. You are thinking about someone else and you are doing arti. That is karmana. By karma, by actions. Surrender of actions only. And manasa, surrender of mind. You do anything. You are cooking food, you are cleaning your home, or you are doing any household chore, but you are remembering God. That kind of surrender is called manasa. So Arjun, you were not, you said that you are prapanna. You are surrendered to me, manasa, vacha, karmana, but you were not surrendered. You said, but you were not surrendered. Why? If you were surrendered, then who was asking question after question to me? I was telling you to fight the battle, but you are arguing all the time, putting some or other logic not to fight. You didn't want to fight. So you were saying, but your mind was thinking about something else. You were not surrendered. You were just saying that you were surrendered. Then what should I do? Mai eva man adhasva mai buddhim niveshaya. You have to keep your mind constantly into me only. You have to use your intellect also only about me. Then you will be completely surrendered. Mai eva man adhasva mai buddhim niveshaya. How can I do that? Mind is so fickle. It does not stay even for a second at one time. Chanamayati patalam, chanamayati namastalam. In a second, it will go to patal and next moment it goes to the sky. How can I control the mind? Then Lord Krishna said, Asanshayam mamo baho manodugraham chilam. There is no doubt. This mind is very fast, very fickle. It does not stay even for a second at one place. But it is very difficult to control it. Vayor sudushkaram. It is hard to control it like it's hard to control the air. But abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihate. By abhyas and vairagya, practice and detachment, renunciation, you can control your mind. Abhyas means keep on practicing to focus on the divine form of God. And renunciation, you feel, you have to think again and again, there is no happiness in this material world. This kind of abhyas and vairagya can control your mind. So after controlling your mind, you have to surrender the mind. That is surrender. And complete surrender means surrender of self as well, not only mind. When we are saying, O Lord Krishna, I surrender my mind, I surrender my wealth, I surrender whatever I have to you alone. Who is saying I? I is surrendering, but I itself is not surrendered. If I was also surrendered, then how can I say that I am surrendering? When we say, I surrender this, I surrender that, I surrendered that, I am surrendering that, it means you are not surrendered. You are surrendering the things. Lord Krishna taught the same thing to us through one of his pastime, that is Chir Haran Leela. The gopis who did Katyayani Vrit only to submit themselves totally to Lord Krishna. They wanted to attain Lord Krishna as their Priyatam, as their beloved. And it was the only desire of those gopis to be of Lord Krishna only. They wanted to surrender their entire life, their mind, their body, everything to Lord Krishna alone. They wanted to be so close to, so intimate to Sri Krishna that nothing would come in their mind. Each and every part of their being must be saturated with the thoughts, with the ideas, with the Rupa Madhuri or Leela Madhuri of Sri Krishna only. This was their desire. And all the time they were thinking or singing the glories of Sri Krishna. All the young girls, the teenagers, together, they were going to Yamunaji to do Katyayani puja. They had Katyayani Vrit, and every day they were going to do puja of Katyayani Devi. It was the winter time, chilly winter. And early in the morning at 4 o'clock, all of them, all the young girls, they were going to Yamunaji and taking bath over there. And after they were making the murti of Katyayani Devi with the sand, and then they were properly doing puja of Katyayani Devi. But in fact, they were not worshipping Katyayani Devi. They were pretending that we are doing the puja of Katyayani Devi so that people would not criticize them. People would not say that these young girls, they love Sri Krishna, who is also a young boy. They will not call us corrupted. They will not make stories against us. That's why they were pretending that I'm worshipping Katyayani, but they were not worshipping Katyayani Devi. Because every day when we pray some God, then we ask for something. But what they were asking every day, Katyayani Mahamaye Mahayoginyadhishwari Nanda Gopusutam Devi Patimme Kurute Namah. We are worshipping you to get this boon that Nanda Gopusutam, Nandan Sri Krishna, we should get him as our husband, as our Priyatam. Nanda Dev Sutam, Nanda Gopusutam Devi, Patim me kuru te namah. That's why we are worshipping you. And the proof of this is clarified when their puja was finished. If they were worshipping Katyayani Devi, then after the accomplishment of that puja, when the puja was done, then Katyayani Devi should appear. And she had to give some boon to the gopis. But Katyayani Devi did not appear. Rather, Sri Krishna appeared from there and he gave the boon. Sankalpo vidita sadho bhavati nam manoratham mayanumodita sosau satyo bhavitum arhati. That what is your intention when you are doing puja over here? I know very well your intention, your desire. And mayanumodita sosau. And I am agreed with that, and I give you the boon that your desire will be fulfilled. Means you will attain Nanda Kumar as your husband, as your beloved. You will attain him. So the gopis they loved Sri Krishna so much, their whole life was dedicated to him. They didn't care For anything else. They didn't care for the family, for the clan, for the society, for the rules or the decorum of the Veds, Shastra, nothing at all. They gave up everything to attain the love of Sri Krishna. But what happened at the time of Chirana Leela? They were having bath in the river, and Lord Krishna went over there and he took away all their clothes. They were very busy. They were talking to each other and singing. They were talking about Sri Krishna only. They were singing the glories of Sri Krishna only. They were very busy. And Thakurji took all the clothes of them. And then there was a tree in front of that place. He sat down over there. The gopis were busy. They didn't even know that their clothes were stolen. Then Thakurji waited for some time and he said, they are busy in talking. Although they are singing my glories, but they are busy. They don't even know that I have taken away their clothes. Then how long would I sit over here? Then to attract their mind, he started playing his flute. When they heard the music of the flute, then they, oh, it seems like he's somewhere near this place. Then when they looked around, then they saw Sri Krishna was sitting on the tree and all their clothes were on the shoulders of Sri Krishna. And he was playing the flute. Then in the beginning, they scolded Sri Krishna. Oh, Kana, what is this? Why have you taken our clothes? Give our clothes back to us. Lord Krishna did not hear. He was still playing his flute. Then they again told, Kanahaiya, listen to us. We are shivering because it's too cold. Bring our clothes over here. When they said like this 2-3 times, then Lord Krishna said, I am playing my flute. I am very busy. If you need your clothes, come and take it. How can we come like this? Give our clothes, only then we can come out of this water. How can we come? Then how can I come? I am enjoying my flute. Come here and take your clothes. And said, when they requested again and again, and Kanha was not listening, then they became very humble and they prayed. And the gopis said, Krishna, we love you so much, you know that. Our whole life is dedicated to you. We do not think about anyone else except you. We are like your dasi. We love you. And we are like your servant. We can do anything for you. Whatever you say, we are ready to do. But please don't tell us to come out of the water without the clothes. Give us the clothes first. Then we will obey whatever you will say. But Lord Krishna was not listening. Eventually, he smiled, and he said to them, Gopis, I know it very well that you love me so much. You have given up all kind of decorums of the society, of the clan, of your family. You don't care for anything else all the time. You are thinking about me. Each and every particle of your body is saturated with the thoughts of myself only. Nothing comes in your mind except me. You have surrendered everything unto me. Then can you not only this much for me? I am telling you to come to me as you are. I don't want any screen between us. There should be no screen. Come without any covering to me because I know your love. I adore your love. I have become slave of your love. But there is something which is lacking and I want to complete it. I want to drench you with the divine bliss forever. When Lord Krishna said all that very lovingly to the gopis, then the gopis realized he is right. But they said, Kanha, we are ready, we think. If you are calling me, I must immediately come to you. But there are some sanskars of any past life which are stopping us to come towards you exposed like this. There are some sanskars, all the gopis, although they have surrendered everything to Lord Krishna, but some sanskars of any past life were left. And Shyam Sundar wanted to remove that as well. And that was possible only if they surrender completely themselves unto Yada hivaisha etmasminno daramanturam kurte atatasya bhayam bhavati. If there is a little bit, like equivalent to the width of a hair, that much, if there is that much difference in surrender, even then one cannot attain the love of God. Draupadi was also completely surrendered to Sri Krishna, but she was trusting a little bit on his teeth, and he finished the sari between between her teeth. That's why Lord Krishna could not come. When she surrendered completely, leaving the support of her teeth as well, then Lord Krishna immediately appeared taking Ambar avatar. So here also there is some sanskar which were stopping them to do so. And Lord Krishna said, Gopis, there is a main veil of moh, delusion. I have removed that veil already. There is no veil of delusion in your mind anymore. But why are you so much attached to the veil? I remove the veil and you are attached to the veil only. You are holding it so tightly. You don't want to come to me. And I'm desperate to drench you with my love because I know I adore your love. You are innocent. You are innocently love me. You have given everything to me, whatever you have. But you didn't surrender yourself. I want surrender of yourself. Surrender yourself. Then your surrender will be completed, and then I will give you that love for which you are desiring for thousands and millions of lives. I am ready to do that, but I have to remove that screen as well. That veil should not be there in between you and me. Then the gopis understood. When they got such kind of invitation of Lord Krishna himself so lovingly, he was so desperate to give love to them. When they saw that, they could not deny. It was the direct invitation from God. It happens all the time. God is always waiting for us with his open arms all the time. But we are hesitant to surrender ourselves. He is opening his arms. He is spreading his arms. Come, I am ready to accept you. But we say, no, then this world will be, I have to leave this world. No, no, no. This world is very dear to me. I cannot leave it completely. Sometimes, in some extent, we can leave the world, but not fully. So we are going away. Lord Krishna is ready to accept us. The same thing happened over there. When Lord Krishna stretched his arms for the gopis, then gopis realized, oh, he is so sweet. His sweet love is inviting us. And then they went. When they went to Shyam Sundar and they agreed for everything, then Shyam Sundar returning their clothes. Now the gopis didn't want the clothes because they had no inkling of self now. They surrendered their self also. We should know one thing, that whatever we do, our self-surrender, the surrender of self, cannot be completed only according to our resolution, our desire, our decision, or on the strength of our sadhana. Complete surrender cannot be done like that. What do we need? We have to prepare ourselves only for the complete surrender. Then God Himself would come. When He would accept our submission and us as well. The soul who wants to surrender and the act of surrender too, both. When God will accept both act of surrender and the one who is surrendering, only then the surrender will be completed. Now the time had come for the gopis when Lord Krishna was ready to accept their surrender, accept their total submission. And gopis were not understanding before that because one bad sanskar was coming in between. When Lord Krishna invited them with such a great love, then they forgot about that sanskar as well. They teared. And then they went Sri Krishna without any covering. They went totally exposed, inside, outside, totally exposed. And then Lord Krishna accepted them. Now they had no inkling. When I is surrendered, then who will know that who is seeing, who is not seeing? I am wearing clothes or not? Who is there? No inkling. Because now Shyam Sundar alone is saturated in each and every particle of their being. They cannot think about anything else. When the gopis did that, when they were standing in front of Sri Krishna, they had no inkling of anything else except they were enjoying the beauty of Shyam Sundar. Their mind was totally immersed in the beauty of Shyam Sundar. But Shyam Sundar, whenever he plays any Leela, he does not go against the decorum of the philosophy or against the decorum of the Vedas. So he also wanted to teach them the Nagna Snayat. Anybody must not take bath in the water without having any clothes. In the water, like river or the pond or the ocean, etc. And secondly, when the devotee is so much surrendered, completely surrendered, and he has no inkling of his own body or any kind of other duties, material duties, that time Lord Krishna take cares completely. He take cares of his devotees. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana parivapasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. When you are completely surrendered, don't fear. You have not to be scared that if I am totally engaged in devotion, then who will cook the food? My child is very small. Who will feed him? Who will give milk to him? No. Lord Krishna says, Yogakshemam Vahamyam. No, you don't have to be worried. I want you to be completely surrendered. When you are completely surrendered, that is my duty to take care of your all other duties. So Lord Krishna gave them, and he by his Yog Maya Shakti, he awoke, he awake. They just again he brought them in their normal stage, so that they can remember that yes, this is the bird. Although Shyam Sundar is mine, I have become of Shyam Sundar only. There is no one else in my life except Shyam Sundar. But now they can feel the rest of the world as well. When Lord Krishna gave those clothes to the gopis, They took it as the prasadi of Sri Krishna. They wanted to wear the same clothes every day, all the time, because they were touched by Sri Krishna. And those clothes were adho vastra, means lehenga, etc. They wear below their waist. And Shyam Sundar put it on his shoulder. That's why it had become very important, very precious for them. So all the time they wanted to wear only those clothes. So surrender means not only to surrender the things I have. Surrender means self-surrender, Atma-nivedan, Atma-samarpana. Surrender of self, without any desire, without any if and but. When we surrender, when we forget about ourselves also. When we surrender ourselves, then nothing is mine. If we say, I surrendered this, I donated this, I submitted this, it means you submitted all these things, but you did not submit yourself. Whenever we will submit ourselves, then we would never able to say that I did that, I did that. I surrendered. It cannot do anything. And whatever was belonging to you before, everything has automatically become his. You don't have to say that it is surrendered to you. Everything becomes his. That is complete surrender. And Maharajji always teach us to be completely surrendered to Hari or Guru. We cannot see Hari. We cannot surrender directly to God, but we can surrender to Sri Maharajji. That's why Sri Maharajji was teaching us all the time, through him as well, that do Nishkam Seva. Do Seva, because it is your duty. Do Seva, Nishkam Seva, without expecting anything in turn. Keep on doing, because everything which belongs to you, because you are surrendered to your Guru, that's why nothing is yours. If you are giving anything to your Guru, either he says to give, or you are giving by yourself. Whatever you are giving is already his. What can you give? Ratnakarastava griham grihini cha padma kindeyamasti bhavate jagadishwaraya Radha hito hi manaso pidainyam tanme grihana padapankajamarpitam che. One devotee is saying, you gave me darshan. You are so graceful to me. I attained lots of grace of yourself. Now I feel like I should give something to you. But what should I give? I have nothing to give. If I give any gem, precious thing, that is Ratnakar, means it is the Samudra, the ocean. It comes from ocean. And you sleep over there. Tavagriham. And if I give you any kind of majestic gift, Gridicha Padma, your wife is Lakshmi herself, who can give you more than what she has. I have nothing to give. I have only one thing, that is mine to give. Why I am saying that? Because you have no mind. God has no mind. He says, because you have no mind. Why? Why do you say that I don't have mind? Because Radha Hito. You had mind, but Radha Rani has stolen your mind. So you are devoid of mind, and I have mind, I can give you that. Although my mind is very dirty. Radha Hito hi manasopi dainyam. This mind is also very dirty. But something is better than nothing. You have no mind, so even if I give you the dirty mind, it is better. At least you will have some mind. So I will give you that mind. I mean to say that if we are surrendered, nothing, we don't have anything at all to give Shyam Sundar, because everything, whatever we have, is automatically his. And Sri Maharaj Ji inspire us to surrender our mind. And surrendering mind means we have to do the practice to remember him alone. Never be scared that if I will remember God only all the time, then who will do the rest of the work? Bhagavan has already said in Gita, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, if you are exclusively remembering me, that time you don't have to be worried about any household chores, because I will take care of that. If you have to give food to your little child and you are busy in bhakti, you were so busy that you forgot it is the time to give some food to my child, then don't worry. God will go in your form exactly in the same way, and he will give food to your child. Child would not even know that who came. He will think my father came, my mother came to give me food. He takes care. So we must not be scared for that if I will be busy in bhakti all the time, then who will do the rest of the duties? Rather, we should try our best to surrender our mind. And the best way of surrendering our mind is said by Sri Maharaj Ji, that all the time, wherever you go, whatever you do, feel like Sri Maharaj Ji, our Guru, is with me all the time. He is taking care of myself. He loves me so much that he does not leave me even for a fraction of second. And he is watching. He is with me. He is watching all my ideas. He is watching all my actions all the time. This is the best way to practice how to surrender our mind unto God for all the time. बोलिए श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की जय, लाडली लाल की जय, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे. Indra, what do we have to do, Aarti? क्या कह रहे?
He says you have a cake.
Eh?
She has a cake to cut.
Okay, bring the cake. I cannot hear what you are saying.
She wants to do Bhog Aarti cake.
And Rocky.
And
Rocky.
Yeah. Do Aarti first.
Should I get an extra aarti tray, Didi?
You start.
To get another aarti?
Aarti. You do
Maybe
it.
I'll get two. So more people can do aarti?
Eh?
They can finish faster?
You start with Aarti.
Okay, don't worry. You do it. It's your house.
आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की, आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी, दुहुन सिर कनक मुकुट झलके, दुहुन श्रुति कुंडल भल भल के, दुहुन मृग प्रेम सुधा छलके, जसीले बेन रसीले बेन रसीले सेन, दुहुन मैनन मनहारी की बनवारी नथवारी, आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी, दुहुन दृग चितवनी परवारी, दुहुनि लट लट कनि छवि न्यारी, दुहुनि ढोमट कनि अति प्यारी, रसन मुख पान हसन मुस्कान, दशन दमकान, दुहुन वेसर छवि न्यारी की आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, बनवारी नटवारी की। एक और पीतांबर फहरे, एक और नीलांबर लहरे, तून और लर मोती न छहरे। कंकणन खनक किंकिनी झनक, नूपुरन भनक, धुनुरुन झुनझुनी प्यारी की, बनवारी नटवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, बनवारी नटवारी की। एक सिर मोर मुकुट राजे, एक सिर चूनरी छवि छाजे, नून सिर तिरछे भल भ्राजे। संग ब्रज बाल लाडली लाल, वागल लाल कृपालु मृग चारी, बनवारी नटवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, नटवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की, बनवारी नटवारी की।
आरती माँ पद्मा की
जय 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 जगदम्बा की। आरती माँ पद्मा की जय, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय। लीलापुर में जन्म लियो है, राम कृपालु ही वर्ण कियो है। धन धान्य मन गढ़ धरणी, जहाँ सद्गुरु गणपति वास किए। मन गढ़ धाम वास मोहि दीजे, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय। आरती माँ पद्मा की जय, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय। मांग सिंदूर अरुणिमा सोहत, बिंदी लाल भाल मन मोहत। अनुपमे माधुर्य गौर तनु, जगत गुरु मन मोहलियो। मोह चरण रज दीजे, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय। आरती माँ पद्मा की जय, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय। नीली साड़ी जरद किनारी, तापे कंचुकी की छवि न्यारी। कानन करण फूल हीरन को, कंठी गल पिय क्षेत्र छयो। मोह अपनो कर लीजे, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय। आरती माँ पद्मा की जय, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय। माँ मूरत निष्काम प्रेम की, धर्मपति व्रत अचल नेम की। तुम्हारी अनुकंपा गुरुवर ने, निज सेवा सौभाग्य दिए। मोह सेवा वर दीजे, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय। आरती माँ पद्मा की जय, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय। आरती माँ पद्मा की जय, जय 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 जगदम्बा की जय।
बोलिए लाडली लाल की जय। श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की जय। ममतामयी प्यारी प्यारी अम्मा की जय। भक्ति धाम मनगढ़ की जय। निकुंज विहारिणी अलबेली सरकार की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय cake? I think you know that Indra is celebrating Raksha Bandhan and her birthday as well. Today is her birthday celebration. Happy birthday. Now we are going to cut the cake.
Actually, I use Raksha Bandhan, but I am really celebrating Didi come back to Satsang in Toronto.
Start.
5 years ago.
Happy birthday to
you.
You cut.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. 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 Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Jai Shri Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Jai Shri Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe,
Jai Shri Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
मेरी प्यारी राधे,
मेरी प्यारी राधे,
बरसाने वाली राधे,
बरसाने वाली राधे,
बरसाने वाली राधे,
बरसाने वाली राधे,
ओ राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे,
ओ राधे, राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे, राधे,
ओ राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे,
ओ राधे, राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे, राधे,
ओ राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे,
ओ राधे, 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 राधे,
राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे,
राधे,
राधे,
राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे,
राधे,
राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे,
राधे, राधे, राधे, राधे,
बोले अलबेली सरकार की जय,
जय,
श्रीमद् सतगुरु सरकार की
जय।
जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे. Bring Rakis. Eh? Oh? Eh?
What first, Rakhi or Bhog?
Bhog first.
Okay.
Go. Bhog. Badaji, ले लो.
Isha. Isha, come.
तुम भी आ जाओ. राधे राधे. इसको भेजो. इसको बच्चों को बुला लो. कम. ईशा. यस. आ जाओ तीनों.
जय जय राधा रमना, राधा रमना, गोपी जन जीवना, राधा रमना. जय 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 राधा रमना, राधा रमना, गोपी जन जीवना, राधा रमना. जय जय राधा रमना, राधा रमना, गोपी जन जीवना, राधा रमना. जय जय राधा जय जय राधा रमना, राधा रमना, गोपी जन जीवना, राधा रमना. जय जय राधा रमना, राधा रमना. जय 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 राधा रमना, राधा जन जीवना राधा रमना जय जय राधा रमना राधा रमना गोपी जन जीवना राधा रमना जय जय राधा जय जय राधा रमना राधा रमना गोपी जन जीवना राधा रमना जय जय राधा रमना राधा रमना जय 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 राधा रमना राधा रमना जय जय गोपी जन जीवना राधा रमना जय जय राधा रमना राधा रमना गोपी जन जीवना राधा रमना गोपी जन जीवना राधा रमना गोपी जन जीवना राधा रमना जय जय राधा रमना राधा रमना गोपी जन जीवना राधा रमना राधा रमना राधा रमना गोपी जन जीवना राधा रमना।
बोलिए अलबेली सरकार की जय, श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। Now, Rocky. Now everyone will come one by one to have Rakhi. There is no seva for Rakhi. I am just tying Rakhi for Raksha Bandhan. Off kar do.